We're here at Raiz Corp for South Africa's #1 pitching competition, Nedbank Pitch Polish. My name is Magagula, and right outside, we have 16 hopeful entrepreneurs ready to get into the ring and pitch it out. Let's go meet them. Contestants, welcome to the 16th season of Nedbank Pitch Polish, which is South Africa's biggest and longest running pitching competition. Now, you've been chosen from thousands of entries, all chasing one dream: to be named South Africa's ultimate pitching champion. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, over the next 16 weeks, you'll battle it out through high-pressure pitches, intense competition, all for that life-changing prize package worth a whopping 1 million rand. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, we'd like to express our gratitude to Nedbank, our title sponsor, and Utugela Water, which joins us for the first time. We wouldn't be here without them, so another round of applause for them. Now, this season, bigger. The stakes are higher. The competition, fiercer. And your business ideas, next level. Are you ready to be bold?
Yeah!
Are you ready to be audacious?
Yeah!
Are you ready to win?
Yeah!
Well, let's get it started. Come with me. Hello and welcome to you, our Nedbank Pitch Polish 2026 fans and friends. As we kick off our incredible 16th season, I'm your host, Magagula. Now, over the years, this competition has helped South African entrepreneurs turn great ideas into stronger, smarter businesses, earning its place as the biggest and longest running pitching platform of its kind in the country. And while only one entrepreneur walks away with the grand prize worth a whopping 1 million rand, every contestant who steps onto the stage gains something valuable: expert mentorship, sharper strategic thinking, and real entrepreneurial skills that can change the future of a business and the entrepreneur behind it. And you can expect a whole lot more of that this season, because trust me when I say that we're in for bold ideas, tough questions, a couple of pretty unusual businesses, and some seriously high-pressure moments. Now, if you've watched the show before, you already know how this works. But if this is your very first episode, let me bring you up to speed. Over the next few weeks, 16 ambitious entrepreneurs from across South Africa will battle it out in the ultimate pitching showdown, all for a prize package made up of 650,000 Rand in cash to invest in their business, and a 350,000 Rand bursary for a Raiz Corp incubation program designed to help the winners scale and strengthen their business long after the cameras stop rolling. And honestly, that's what makes this competition so special. Nedbank Pitch Polish isn't just about delivering a polished pitch, it's about helping entrepreneurs build stronger, more sustainable businesses that create real impact. Because entrepreneurship doesn't just change individual lives, it creates jobs, drives innovation, and helps move South Africa forward. Of course, none of this would be possible without our incredible partners. A massive thank you to our title sponsor, Nedbank, for continuing to champion South African entrepreneurs, and a warm welcome to our gold sponsor, Utugela Water, who joins the Nedbank Pitch Polish family this season. Now, let's hear from our amazing title sponsor, Nedbank. And here's Monique, who we all know and love as a tough judge in the pitching arena.
Welcome to Pitch Polish 2026. On behalf of Nedbank, the proud title sponsor of this market-leading entrepreneurial program, welcome to every entrepreneur, viewer, and supporter joining us on this journey. To our semi-finalists, congratulations. Reaching this stage is a remarkable achievement. It reflects your resilience, hard work, and the courage to keep building, even when the road isn't easy. You've earned your place here. At Nedbank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of South Africa's economy. They create jobs, they strengthen communities, and they solve real challenges. That's why our commitment goes beyond banking. We're passionate about creating opportunities for entrepreneurs to learn and to grow and build sustainable businesses. Pitch and Polish has always been more than just a pitching battle. It's where business models are challenged, strategies are refined, confidence grows, and entrepreneurs leave stronger than when they arrived. Every year, we are so inspired by the quality of businesses entering this competition and by entrepreneurs who continue to prove that innovation, determination, and resilience are alive and well in South Africa. Everyone has a role to play. Entrepreneurs bring the courage, the judges bring challenge and insight, our partners create opportunities, and every viewer becomes part of this journey of learning alongside our contestants. That's stewardship, and that's how we build stronger entrepreneurial futures together. Thank you for joining us again. Let's begin.
Thank you, Nedbank. And thank you, Monique. Of course, we know you're not so tough. You're a darling. Now, if you follow the competition over the years, you'll know that Nedbank Pitch and Polish was created by entrepreneur and Raiz Corp CEO Alon Raiz. And that Raiz Corp runs the entrepreneurial learning program behind the scenes. Now, I caught up with Alon to hear what we can expect from season 16. Alon, your baby is celebrating its sweet 16, the 16th season of Nedbank Pitch and Polish. What does this milestone mean to you?
Well, for me, it's all about iteration, about getting better and better and better. And every year, the Nedbank Pitch and Polish seems to just get better and better. The contestants get better. I'm just excited to see who is going to be on the show this year. There's always surprises. When they come out and the first 16 are there, you know, in your head, you can't help it. You're going, oh, that person's going to go through, that person's going to go through, and then they don't.
Yeah.
And it also has got to do with in which team. So if they're part of the yellow team and the yellow team is very, very strong, you might get 2 people that are knocked out that are very strong, and you might get a weaker team, and 3 of the 4 shouldn't be there.
Alon, we live in a very interesting time where you have entrepreneurs from traditional industries and you have entrepreneurs from new and emerging sectors. What kind of businesses are you expecting in the season, but also what kind of entrepreneurs?
You're quite right, Zinati. Every year there's sort of a theme that comes out. After COVID, it was very much around people in the health space.
Yeah.
Then it was people in the 3D printing space. I'm expecting this year to have a lot of people talking about AI and how AI impacts their businesses.
And that's quite interesting because when I actually watched the last season, I found that some entrepreneurs in these new emerging industries, you talk about tech and AI, a lot of them couldn't really articulate their roles and couldn't explain exactly what their businesses do. What advice would you have for those entrepreneurs in these new industries?
That's such a great point. It's about jumping on the bandwagon, but deserving to be on the bandwagon. And often people talk about the fact that they are in a certain industry that is now emerging, like AI. But when you test them against the business case for that particular business in AI, let's say, it doesn't stack up because they're talking about the technology and not around the economics of the business. And that's what we're going to be looking for. Is it's all very well that you're in AI, but does the business make money in this new industry?
Do you think then that there's a chance that the businesses in the traditional sectors could still have a competitive advantage?
For sure, because those businesses have got more established, understood models. The economics is better understood, and then they can talk to the unique selling proposition within that space, within an understood model. Whereas within AI, the models are emerging, the economics are unclear, and so it's much harder in a way to prove the economic viability of those types of businesses.
So Alon, that's the new business model. In this new world of AI, what does the jockey look like?
I think the jockey looks the same as all other jockeys, good jockeys, as they are tenacious, they are commercial, they are hardworking, and they are good leaders, good managers. They have the ability to stand up again and again despite a huge amount of rejection. To me, the jockey entrepreneurs throughout the ages have got the same types of characteristics, no matter what horse they're on.
All right. Well, Alon, thank you so much for your insights, and really looking forward to the pitching contest. And I guess I'll see you in the pitching arena.
See you then.
Before our contestants ever stepped onto the stage, they spent 2 intense days at Raiz Corp's offices in Johannesburg, taking part in a business boot camp designed to prepare them for the competition ahead. During the boot camp, the contestants worked closely with experienced entrepreneurial mentors, or guides as we call them, refined their pitches and started preparing for the pressure that comes with pitching your business on national television. And believe me, as you'll see later, the pressure is real. Now, before we go any further, let me break the structure of the competition down for you real quick. Our 16 contestants are divided into 4 color-coded groups of 4 using a highly sophisticated selection process we like to call pulling names out of a hat. In round 1, each group competes against one another, with only 2 contestants from each group progressing to the next round. From there, the competition gets even tougher as the 8 remaining contestants battle it out for places in the semi-finals and ultimately the grand finale, when one entrepreneur will walk away with that incredible prize package worth 1 million rand. But there's a twist, because in the final episode, our top 2 finalists will also face a wild card contestant, someone who enters the competition right at the very end with a shot at stealing the title and the cash. Yep, things can get very dramatic around here. And while our contestants are competing for funding, mentorship, and bragging rights, you at home could also walk away a winner. Thanks to Nedbank, one lucky viewer in every episode will win a 5,000 Rand Avo Super Shop voucher. So make sure you pay close attention to the pitches and the judges' feedback, because later tonight, I'll be giving you the question you need to answer to enter. Speaking of judges, let's meet tonight's panel. Representing Nedbank once again is Monique China, Senior Manager of Segment Design and Development for Retail Relationship Banking. Joining her is serial entrepreneur, best-selling author, and Raiz Corp CEO, Alon Raiz. And making his first appearance on the Nedbank Pitch and Polish judging panel this season is Nhlanhla Zama, Senior Manager for Enterprise and Supply Development from our gold sponsor, Umngeni Uthukela Water. Right, that's enough talking from me. Let's get to the real reason you're here, the pitches. As part of the random draw, the red group will be first into the pitching arena this season, and we're kicking things off with 2 entrepreneurs who know how to spot opportunity where others don't. One has discovered a smart way to create demand for her own services, while the other has found value in a niche market most people would overlook completely. Now the question is, can they convince our judges that their businesses are worth backing? Let's find out. First into the pitching arena tonight is Fortunate Magagula from the Free State, founder of Kalisha Solutions. It's always nerve-wracking being first into the pitching arena, but Fortunate has already built a successful business in the male-dominated trucking industry, so I reckon she's probably got nerves of steel. Well, we're about to find out, because here she comes. Good luck in there, Fortunate.
Hello, Fortunate.
Good morning, judges.
How are you? A little nervous.
A little bit nervous, yes.
Okay, and you are our first contestant for Nedbank Pitch and Polish 2026. Eh?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Just nervous?
Yeah, nervous and excited at the same time.
So you got 90 seconds, so 1.5 minutes to pitch. Fortunate, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pitch and polish.
Every week, transporters lose thousands of rands because a single truck breaks down and there is no reliable immediate support. This is where we come in. Hello, my name is Fortunate Magagula, founder of Kalisha Solutions. We operate through 2 divisions, tracking and 24-hour roadside support. Strategically, we have decided to scale the 24-hour roadside support. I started with just a private car 3 years ago, and today Kalisha Solution is operating a growing fleet including a truck, a van, and trailers, with equipment currently servicing 2 contracts. Last year, we generated 30% GP and 15% net profit. With the funding money, 40% will go towards a deposit for a tow truck, 37% towards 2 fully equipped container workshops, 14% towards equipment for a roadside support van, 14%, sorry, 14%, 5% towards RMI certification, and 3% towards marketing. This expansion will allow us to create 10 new jobs. Our vision is to become South Africa's best logistics company and roadside support.
Just in time, Fortunate. Okay, let's go to you, Monique. Questions?
Thanks, Alon. Morning and welcome.
Well, thank you.
Would you say that your business is more focused on logistics or maintenance and repairs?
Maintenance and repairs.
And at this point in time, who are you accredited with for the maintenance and repairs?
Currently, we do not have any. That's why part of the funding will go towards the RMI certification.
Would you say that's one of your biggest blockers in growth?
Yes.
Okay. And then locally, who are your competitors?
Locally, my competitors is AAA, and there's another one in Kuruman called 24-hour roadside support.
Great, thank you.
Zama, questions?
You said you're running a 24-hour operation.
Yes, sir.
And how do you ensure the safety of your staff or yourself when you're out there on the roads, especially at night? Do you have
For safety purposes, they would usually work at truck stops where there's security, and there we have tracker, we have insurances for them as well.
Thanks.
Fortunate, why did you start this business?
I started this business after my father fell ill and I had to step in and help him. And I realized that outsourcing this service is very expensive. So when I started my own business, I decided to bring it in-house to cut the costs.
Can I understand the business? You were doing repairs first, and in order to get the repairs, you did the 24-hour recovery so that you could go effectively find business.
Yes, sir.
And then you fixed the vehicle, the truck,
Yes,
or the vehicle.
the trucks, yes.
So the one was in order to provide work for the other.
Yes.
That's how it worked.
Yes.
Okay, and your father started the business.
No, he started his own business and then I started my own because he's into truck and transport logistics strictly.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is separate.
Yes.
Okay, and then so how are you operating now without the RMI certification? Does the industry, I don't know this industry, do you not need certification?
The RMI is mostly for the container workshops because you need it for the workshops. But currently we are operating with a van. So all our equipment is on a van and we do everything on the side of the road. So we don't need certification for that.
Okay, one last question is how do they, when I'm broken down on the side of the road, how do I know to call you and not AA or one of your other competitors? How do I, because I don't know you, I wasn't expecting to break down. So how do I know to call you?
Usually the truck driver will call the office or the owner of the truck.
Yes.
And they will try to get information. So we market our things through the mine, so where they get the product that they are transporting to PE.
Okay.
Yes, and we are also on Google.
Okay, so can I just feed that back to you so I understand? You market to the mine and not to the driver. So the people at the mine, whoever's managing their drivers, will know to call you, not the
Yes.
driver.
Yes, but we also market to the drivers, to the transporting companies.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to get the word out there.
Okay, great. Thank you, Fortunate. Thanks for your pitch. You may leave.
Thank you.
All right, Zama, what did you think of Fortunate's pitch?
I don't know, I haven't heard any other pitch, but I don't think it was the strongest in my view.
Yeah.
Her business is quite simple,
Mm-hmm.
and probably that's why the pitch is also not complicated. But I didn't pick up any things that stand out. That I like the fact that it's a woman-run and operated business in this sector.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of being naughty and asking her about, they're very unscrupulous, these guys. I mean, recently I was told around Villiers, and it cost me about 6,000 rand to get a tire, just one tire. And all of this. So they tend to take advantage of the situation that you're very, very desperate. But I didn't want to unsettle her. But it's interesting, I think from a woman's point of view, probably that could make, because it's the men that are dominating this business, and you know how truck drivers are behaving. Maybe the emergence of women will cool the sector down, because from an emotional point of view, women tend to be much, I'm speaking for myself, much better than us. So, yeah, but the pitch was okay. I don't think there was anything outstanding that stood out for me.
Thanks, Zama. Monique?
Yeah, Zama, you're my friend now that women are better than men. I think it's wonderful that it's a woman in this industry. I think it's a bit concerning. There's a few gaps, I guess, that you're not going to get through in the 90 seconds. But if she is in maintenance, there has to be some kind of certification, some kind of warranty, guarantee, etc., that you're offering for the repairs that are being done, especially if you are in that vulnerable situation. I think that might be a gap, but that we can dig into further at a later stage, maybe.
So you want to say something, Zama?
Yeah, about certification. I think what I've realized about this RMI certification, it does not say anything about anyone's capability. I think it's a marketing thing for the industry, and you know, RMI also wants to have people that are affiliated with them. But I don't think it distinguishes a better service from a worse one. But you are right. It's cool to have that certification, because it gives the consumer that peace of mind that if anything fails here, there's someone that I can talk to. But I don't think it's a make or break in this business.
I do think that the RMI, and without knocking the brand in any way, I think it is an industry body and hence a regulator in that in its own in its own right. And I agree with you. It doesn't necessarily mean that the service is bad, but when you are vulnerable like that, and when you're trying to break through as women in this industry, it would be important that when you get stuck, that you know that actually the person that's coming to repair my truck is actually, there's some kind of guarantee to it. But yeah, overall first pitch, I guess she's nervous.
Very.
But we'll see as it unfolds.
Yeah, I'm always a little bit more compassionate about the first couple of pitches, because there's a lot of they never slept last night. They were worried. They watched previous seasons. They saw how tough Monique was, and so they were very afraid. My only comment here is really around all those percentages. I got lost. I didn't know what. I don't know what 14% and 13%. I can't work that out. Just
She
tell me how
set
much
herself
money.
up by doing that breakdown. I
yeah,
don't think it
yeah.
was necessary at all.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably she was just trying to show how thorough she is.
Yes.
That's the way I took it. She was just wanted to leave us with this business person who calculates up to the last cent.
Yes. Yes. Cool. Now we have to calculate scores. Let's get scoring.
Fortunate, absolutely well done. You are the first contestant to kick off the 16th season of Nedbank Pitch and Polish. Do you feel fortunate that you kickstarted the competition?
Not really. I'm still shaking.
You are shaking, and you actually did say at the beginning when you came into the pitching room that you feel nervous.
Yeah.
But I was actually listening, and usually when someone is nervous, they're quivering. But you actually weren't. You came in quite confident. Yes, a few misses here and there on stuff that you couldn't remember, But how do you feel from when you were nervous and a little bit quivering inside, but to now? It's done now.
Yeah, it's done, and I thank God I lived through it. Yeah, I said everything that I was supposed to say,
Yeah.
and I thank my guide for finishing on time.
All right. Well, actually tell me about your guide and how they helped you, just the role that they played in terms of helping you to prepare for this.
They pushed me, yes, and made me think about my business in a whole new way.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So helping you think about your business in a whole new way, but also after the pitch, you had another opportunity to talk to the judges. Do you feel like you conveyed that to the judges in the questions?
Yes, I feel like the question, the Q&A was better than the pitch itself.
All right.
Yeah.
What would you do better then if you do go through to the next round of pitching? A little bit difficult, a little bit difficult. All right. But how are you feeling in terms of the rest of the competition, whether you win or not? Do you feel like you actually got significant value out of the competition so far?
Yes, I did, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and all the best for the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
Look, there's no doubt Fortunate knows what she's talking about, and the judges clearly respected the fact that she's built a business in such a male-dominated space. But being the first pitch of the season, well, that's a lot of pressure for any entrepreneur, and her nerves definitely showed at times. Still, Alon says he has a little more compassion for those first few contestants who have to break the ice. Will we see that reflected in the scores? We'll find out during the Red Group elimination in next week's episode. Next up tonight is Heinrich from Gauteng, founder of We Buy Golf Carts. Over to you, Heinrich.
Hi there.
Good morning, judges. Nice to meet you.
How are you feeling, Heinrich?
Confident, I must say. Not really nervous. Yeah, so looking forward to it.
And you know you've got 3 minutes to pitch now, huh?
Thank you very much. I needed 9, but I'll take 3.
Actually, you got 1.5 minutes, 90
That's fine.
seconds. You know that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Judges, so imagine if I told you today that electric vehicles have been around in this country for close to 80 years. So what we do is we buy golf carts. We go into the country and we buy golf carts. We buy old golf carts. We call them pre-loved. We call them gold nuggets. And what we do is then refurbish these carts and sell them to industries like the security industry, hospitality industry, and residents in golf estates. Now, my background, I'm a qualified electrician. I've been involved in the electric vehicle business since 2009, and I also hold numerous world records in golf. So I've been in the golf space for a long time. We started our business in September of last year, and we found our first investor just by proving a concept, and we got going. We did about 1.3 million rand worth of buying and selling. We bought 18 golf carts. We've sold 12 of them already, and last week we found our second investor. So what we do from a gross profit point of view, we do between 50 and 70% on a product, and our net profit is between 30 and 40%. So if you guys allow us to win and we get the money, I'll put some of my expertise into the business so that we can scale the business, and the rest of the money we'll use for marketing purposes.
Sure, almost perfect timing there. Some questions from you.
Mr. Preez, how did this start? What inspired you to go this direction?
Yeah, so I had a conversation with a friend of mine who lives in a golf estate, and he moved out of the estate and he wanted to get rid of his golf car, and there was no platform for that. The only place he could go was Facebook Marketplace, and we know of all the scams on Facebook Marketplace. And the idea started to offer him a place where he can go on the website, load his car, and we make an offer within 48 hours. If he accepts the offer, we buy the vehicle.
Other questions?
No.
Monique?
So would you say that's the strongest part of the value chain that you're owning?
Yeah, so there's hundreds of golf cars across the country parked in sheds and barns that haven't been working for a very long time. And with new technology, new batteries, we can refurbish them to get them to a new state, and we sell them at a fraction of the price that the new ones sell for.
And what does scale look like for you?
So scale is more units. We already piggybacking with the country's biggest independent electric vehicle business. So we already have a national footprint without putting in a lot of capital. But for us, scaling would be to buy more units and to increase our footprint across the country.
And where are you stuck right now?
We are based in Pretoria. But like I said, with our partners, we've got a national footprint, but our head office is in Pretoria.
Is that what your hindrance is in scaling? Is the fact that you're in Pretoria?
No, not really. Gauteng has got the bulk of the golf courses in the country, and that makes up the bulk of our business. So we're happy to be Gauteng based. But the Western Cape is also a big area for us. So we would definitely like to move into the Western Cape the same size as Gauteng.
Thank you.
You got another question?
Yes, I like the fact that it's a very, very simple model, but that also makes you vulnerable to other entrants in the market. What's the plan?
Because we teamed up with a very big electric vehicle partner, it's a fragmented market. So anybody can do it, but they cannot do it on the scale that we do it. Because like I said, we already have a national footprint. So anybody trying to copy us must have a national footprint. And to have that national footprint, and you don't have a partner that's got a national footprint, will make it very difficult, and it will be very money intensive if you want to roll it out on a national basis.
That's a good segue into my question around competition. Is there competition right now?
Not really on the size that we do it. So competition-wise, if you look at a small town like Ermelo, in Ermelo you will find somebody that services the local golf carts from the golf course. He will buy and sell, but that's all he does, and he only operates in his town. Where we will buy nationally. If you're in Kuruman, you want to sell a car, we will buy the car. And the success of our business lies in what we pay to get the car. That's why our margins are so big, because we buy stuff. We turn junk into funk. And guys sell the junk to us at a very good price, and then we've got a good margin once we've rebuilt the car.
So your name, it's obviously, I'm going to say a copy of We Buy Cars. Have they not come after you?
No. When we registered with CIPC, there are other We Buys as well. So there are We Buy Bakkies, there are We Buy Boats. So there are other companies. So we are We Buy Golf Carts. So we're a total different entity than We Buy Cars, but we sort of play on the We Buy Cars name, because we do exactly what they do, just in the golf cart space.
So you now speak about a second investor, right? So my interpretation of that is that it's cash heavy, this business, and if you brought in 18 and then you've only moved 12, you've got a lot of money in stock or in working. You know, you haven't converted, as you put it, the junk to funk yet. So there's a lot of money in your stock.
Not really. So the way we've designed a return on investment program for our investors, which we believe is the only one of its kind in the country. So what we do, we don't take money from investors. The money stays with the investor. He just gives us an agreement that we've got access to the money. So when we make an offer, once we make that offer, then we only need your money. So we make 5, 6 offers a day on cards, and then we don't buy. And when the right one comes along, we will contact the investor to ask for that money. When that money comes in, we start with a refurbished process. Now, investor returns can vary from 20% to 120% per annum. So the way that the investor gets his 120%, if you give me money to buy a car today and I sell it in 2 months, you get your money plus 20%. That's our agreement with the investor. If you give me the money back, I'll buy another car, I'll resell it in 2 months, you get another 20%. So investors can earn up to 120%, but with a minimum of 20%. And we only collect the money from the investor once we bought a car and we've got a customer that's interested in that car. So we don't carry stock, we don't carry large amounts of stock. There's no real risk for the investor, because the investor becomes the owner of the car until the day that it gets sold. Okay. So it's not our stock.
Okay, one last very quick question.
Yes.
You threw in there that world record. My curiosity is killing me. What is that?
Yeah, so I've got 44 world records in golf. They are all charity-driven stuff. So I hold the record for becoming the first golfer to have played a round of golf on all 6 continents in only 5 days. So Phineas Fogg went around the world in 80 days. I did it in 5, and I played golf in every continent. So
Okay.
yeah, so stuff like that.
Okay, Heinrich, thanks for your pitch. You may leave.
Thank you.
Just as you go out, are the colors also intentional on your branding?
Yeah, my wife likes pink and I like white, and that's why we went with that. Thank you.
Thank you. Monique, your thoughts?
Very simple business, I think. I agree. It's just a simple business. I think the barrier to entry is very low.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be careful with the branding. It's clever. It's clever to piggyback off an established brand, but that established brand's got its own reputation, and you've got to be careful that if you're too closely aligned, even if you've added in the extra word of golf to it, you can get yourself into real sticky water if you're not careful. But yeah, simple business, I guess.
Very, very low barriers to entry, and if you look at it's an easy business to go into. For him getting there, I don't know whether he got there first, but I assume, because I haven't seen it anywhere else, he would need to move quickly towards differentiation, towards making sure that we know who are we talking about, because at the moment he's very, very reasonable. And also, if you look at his margins, who wouldn't want to go into a business that gives you a 70% GP? Yeah. It sounds unreal, but that's the beauty of what he's got here, which makes him very, very reasonable. It's like when your business is cash flushed, there's going to be a takeover, but for him, he shouldn't worry about that. He should worry about everyone thinking this can be done.
I also like the simplicity. I like the fact that he seems, I don't know, quite first to market, although he's competing with these many others. If capital is the only differentiator right now, and that one national brand, I don't know who it is, partner, then I think that's easy to get to. So his problem is going to be how does he scale quickly and get that scale reality. And I didn't hear that coming through in really how he's going to scale. It feels like all he's going to do is just buy more cars, but you're going to need more people who can convert that junk to funk, as he puts it. And are those people available? How do you put in controls to make sure that people are doing their quality right, etc. Right now it's him. He is the business. It's not clear to me how you'll scale. But let's get from scale to scoring, from junk to funk and scale to scoring. Let's go.
Heinrich, you energized me with your pitch. You said at the beginning, even before you started, that you weren't nervous and that you were confident. Is that the 44 records in golf that were speaking?
I think it's more after you play golf, you go to the 19th hole, you have a beer with your friends, you relax. I was in that kind of mood. So, the ultimate thing, my philosophy in life is the only way you can create, or the only way you can predict the future is to create it. So when you get challenges like that, you face it and just give it your best.
You buy golf carts. Would you say that the judges bought your pitch?
If they don't, I'll definitely contact them to buy golf carts. Then at least I got something out of it.
Yeah.
But, I think we're all hopeful. We're 16 contestants, moving down to 8. So everybody gives it their best shot. So let's see how the cards fall.
You were confident in the pitch, but also confident in the questions. Do you think that your confidence was just a result of your own preparation, or did your guide have anything to do with it?
Yeah, when I met Seppo, I congratulated him on being the winning guide this year. So that puts a lot of confidence between me and him. He did help me a lot. He sent me a very long email. I wanted to go to bed and get well rested, but his email kept me up all night. It was a very long email, but yeah, I think he's a great guide. I've learned a lot from this experience. And yeah, I'm looking forward to moving on and seeing where this can go.
Well, thank you so much for that, and well done. All the best for the rest of the journey.
Thank you very much.
Well, Heinrich said as he stepped up to the mic that he was feeling confident. It might have something to do with those 44 world records, and that came across in his pitch. That said, the judges raised a valid point. Having a good business idea isn't always enough. They were concerned about the low barrier to entry in the market and questioned exactly how additional funding would help Heinrich scale the business in a meaningful way. Interesting questions, and ones he'll need to address in his next pitch if he makes it through to the next round. And just like that, the very first pitches of season 16 are officially done and dusted. But before we wrap up, let's talk about that viewer competition. One lucky viewer is walking away with a 5,000 Rand Avo Super Shop voucher, courtesy of Nedbank, and it could be you. Tonight's question is, what is the name of Heinrich's business? What is the name of Heinrich's business? To enter, send your name and answer via WhatsApp to the number on your screen before midnight tonight. All correct answers will go into a random draw, and we'll announce the winner on social media later this week. And that's it for tonight, but trust me, we're only getting started. Next week, the remaining 2 entrepreneurs from the Red Group step into the pitching arena, and then comes our very first elimination of the season. Who will move one step closer to that million Rand package, and who'll be heading home? You'll have to join us next week Tuesday at 7 o'clock to find out. From me, Zinati Guma, good night.